Welcome to Jagee's cookbook. I hope you're all doing well. Today I've got a very different recipe, but it's very easy. I mean, you can eat this during tea time or actually make them before and store them in the refrigerator. Then you can just put them in the oven or the microwave and just heat it, and you're ready with instant breakfast. Now, that's why I thought of showing you chocolate banana muffins. Usually what happens is we all, we have bananas in our house, and we Keralites love bananas, and bananas, yes, are very good for you. Different types of bananas are available. Now, as we all know, you may not know, overripe bananas with black skins, the more riper or overripe bananas are the best for baking, for milkshakes, for any type of cooking, for pancakes. They are the ones which give the best flavor. So it's very funny because I don't mind wasting anything, but I can't waste overripe bananas. Whenever I see overripe bananas, I've got 100 recipes which comes up in my mind, because I know it enhances the flavor of whatever I'm going to add to it. So this time I thought of showing you a chocolate banana muffin, which contains obviously overripe bananas. So the next time you have bananas which are ripening away in your kitchen and you don't know what to do, don't worry, just keep it for muffins or whatever. And the more blacker the skin, or the more black the skin and the more yucky it looks, like I'll show you right now, like this, okay, it's better. It seems the benefits of the banana becomes more or increases, doubles, if it becomes more overripe and the skin becomes as black as possible. Now, one of the things we have to be very aware about bananas is that they are absolutely full of potassium. In fact, they have so much potassium in bananas. The Food and Drug Administration of United States have actually asked people to eat a lot of bananas so that potassium would be added to their diet. So it's full of potassium, very good for your heart and blood pressure and everything. It also contains a whole lot of vitamin C, B6 and fiber. So bananas are very good for you, not only for adults but for children. And obviously bananas are the first food what we give small children. When they start eating, we mash up bananas, and that's the first food, the first solid food we introduce into a baby's diet. So all in all, it's a very healthy fruit. It's available everywhere in Kerala, and it's not very expensive, so make use of it. So next time you have overripe bananas and you don't want to eat them, bake them or make milkshakes or ice creams, whatever. This time, as I told you, I'm going to show you how to make chocolate yummy chocolate banana muffins, which are totally yummy, soft and delicious, and healthy also, if you want to say, because it doesn't contain any fat, much fat anyway. So let's start our chocolate banana muffins. Obviously for this we need around 3 overripe bananas. First of all, like all muffins, we need to sift together the dry ingredients, and then we need to mix them with the wet ingredients. That's the usual method of muffins. I have my muffin tray ready with which is covered with paper cases, and I need to actually preheat my oven to 200. Okay, so 200 degrees Celsius, and then what I need to do is I need to sift these dry ingredients. Okay, For that I need my sifter. Okay, so first what we need is 225 grams of all-purpose flour, plain all-purpose flour. Okay, in that goes all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, baking soda. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Now, it's mainly good because bananas have a lot of fiber, and for baking, the more the fiber a recipe has, you have to add baking soda. And wherever cocoa is involved, baking soda is the best choice. 3 tablespoons of cocoa, not chocolate powder, cocoa, okay, pure cocoa. So, I've got 225 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3 tablespoons of cocoa. All I do is sift them together. And cocoa is very notorious, as I always say, cocoa is very notorious in catching lumps. So you have to sift cocoa. Okay, now sift it 1 or 2 times. It'll make the muffins all the more softer and fluffier. Now, the reason why we sift all the dry ingredients together is to mix them all uniformly, and also to incorporate a whole lot of air into the dry mixture. So, once more. Okay, so the dry ingredients are done. Okay, we'll just make it more presentable by keeping it or transferring it into a bowl. Okay, so all the leavening agents and the cocoa has been actually very well dispersed into the dry ingredients. Now what we do, so that's the first step. The second step is the wet ingredients. Okay, for the wet ingredients, what we need is, like I said, 3 bananas. The riper they are, or the more blacker and softer they are, the better for baking, and the more flavor and the more benefits you get out of them. So we just need around 3 medium-sized bananas. These green bananas are the best for baking. Okay, so we've got all our bananas already. All we do is, with a fork, mash it up. Very, very easy because it's soft and very mushy. So, this step is actually very, very easy. You don't even have to do this, but it makes things easier. So the main ingredient of this recipe of the muffins is overripe bananas, and this episode is all about overripe bananas, the benefits of it, and what all you can actually do with it. And I've got so many recipes on bananas, and I get really very, very excited when I see or invent banana recipes, because I know it's very easily available out here, and it's very, very easy to get overripe bananas. You just buy some a kilo of bananas, something, after 3-4 days. Especially we have a very hot climate out here. They become overripe within days, and so that's not a very, very it's not a very, very hard thing to get out here. Now, if at all you want to actually to ripen bananas fast, you just have to keep them out in the sun, or what you do is cover them up in brown paper with a piece of, with an apple or a tomato, and that will ripen the process faster. Now, next what we do, so we've got our 3 bananas mashed. Okay. We need around 100 grams of light brown sugar. Now, if you don't have light brown sugar, you can, well, add jaggery if you want. That's also a very good option. Otherwise, you can add white sugar. The only thing is that you need to add around 100 to 125, if you want it very sweet, 125 grams of light brown sugar. Now, to this, you add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 2 eggs. There you go. And finally, 125 ml of any flavorless oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, anything except coconut oil. Not coconut oil, just sunflower oil or canola oil. Can be any of it. It should be flavorless though. Okay, this is done. So the wet ingredients are done, the dry ingredients are done. The wet ingredients, I'll say once again, we've got 3 bananas here, overripe bananas, 100 grams of light brown sugar, then 125 ml or milliliters of any flavorless oil, sunflower oil or canola oil, anything, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which is optional. Okay. Now what we have to do is mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, transfer it onto the waiting cup cases, and you're ready to bake it. Okay. So let me just mix these together. Now, when you're mixing for a muffin, the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients or vice versa, you have to just mix it just till it combines together. Don't overmix it, because a lumpy batter is the best for muffins, for light muffins. Never, never overmix it. And for all cakes, muffins and everything, once you put the flour, don't overmix it, because that makes the gluten develop and it will give you a very hard texture. So all you do is mix it till it just gets combined. Okay, so this is just combined, and you can notice it's a lumpy batter. That is what it's supposed to be, or that's how it's supposed to be. Muffin batters are supposed to be lumpy. Now carefully try to transfer this batter into the paper cases. Now for me, this is the easiest method, and this is the easiest time. For me, the hardest thing is transferring this mixture into the paper cases without making a mess. So I hope I don't make a mess. I'm very, very notorious in making a mess. Now, fill this 3/4 up the muffin cases so that once it bakes, it just comes up beautifully. Now you can, if you do have chocolate chips, you can actually add chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. You can actually add, oh yummy, chocolate chips on top, which probably I am going to do. I think I do have some chocolate chips. So these are ready. Now, these beauties, these dark darlings are ready to be baked in a preheated oven, 200 degrees centigrade. Yes. There you go, babies. Bake 10 to 15 to 20 minutes according to your oven. Depends upon your oven. Once they are done, a beautiful smell will come out of from the oven, and you will know once you poke a skewer or a toothpick inside or in the middle of the cake, and it comes out clean. So till then, you wait. Now it's been around 15 minutes and my muffins are done. I know because the smell is absolutely wonderful. It's a beautiful chocolatey and banana smell mixed together. It's been coming. I know they're done. So let's go check. Come with me. Oh, look at these beauties. They're so beautiful. And hot. Yum, yum, yum. So pretty there. See, all of them, they're done perfectly. All we have to do is carefully, actually let them cool for around 5 minutes and then transfer them. I don't have the patience, neither do I have the time. So I have to carefully put these on a wire rack to cool off. Now, I know that they're done, okay? But if you're not very sure, just poke a skewer or, anything, a toothpick or anything, and poke it in the middle of the cake. If it comes out clean without any of the dough sticking, that means it's done. If it has dough sticking, then you have to give it probably 5 minutes more, or 2 to 3 to 5 minutes more. It's around 15 to 20 minutes. That's the usual time, but mine got done pretty early because probably I preheated the oven kind of 15 minutes. You don't need to preheat it that much. You just have to preheat it for 10 minutes. They're done. These are very, very, very soft because of the bananas. Totally yummy. Yes, my wonderful, fluffy, delicious and chocolatey chocolate banana muffins are ready. Look at them, they're so beautiful, aren't they? Black beauties with chocolate chips on top and totally yummy. Now you all go, I'm going to sit and eat all this by myself. So you enjoy, and I know you're going to make them because it's super easy, super delicious, super yummy.